our first guest is Ben Eisenogel. The first time I saw him, I think he was playing drums in the jazz ensemble. And yeah, I had no idea that he would ever take up the ukulele. He's very, very original and talented. So I would like to welcome Ben Eisenogel.
Thank you.
So before I start asking you about the ukulele, what made you go into music in the first place?
Really, I mean, my dad played music, but it was just kind of spontaneous. I mean, I made an attempt at guitar when I was like 9, but it wasn't really very successful. Then in around like 6th grade, I decided to pick up drums. Really, I don't really know why. I just kind of sprouted a musical interest.
And what kind of influence do you have?
My influence comes from all over. I mean, my 3 biggest influences. One, Eric Clapton, because he's who I started getting into when, he's the person who was my biggest influence when I was first getting into music. 2, John Mayer, because he showed me, he's the kind of musician I decided I wanted to be. I was kind of theme confused at first. And then 3rd, Julia Nunes, for making me want to pick up the ukulele.
Okay. So about when did you pick up the ukulele?
About 6-7 months ago.
And was there a big difference jumping from guitar to ukulele?
Surprisingly, not really. It was surprisingly easy to pick up. I thought, it's a different tuning, so it would be hard to pick up. But the fingerings with 4 strings are easier than guitar.
So how did you come into ukulele? I mean, did you have one lying around the house, or?
No, I'd been listening to Julia Nunes for over a year, and I guess I just decided I would pick it up because it seemed like kind of a unique thing. It's obviously not very common.
So, Julia Nunes, I don't think I've ever heard of her.
Yeah, she's actually a YouTube porn star.
Really?
Yeah, she's still in college.
What kind of music does she play?
Similar to me, like acoustic, ukulele and guitar, sings.
So, when you first started the ukulele, how did you learn? Did you teach yourself, or?
I applied a lot of guitar theory. I looked up chord charts online. The internet is an incredible tool for learning music these days.
Do you play any covers, or is it mostly original, or what do you?
I do a combination, but I'm starting to build up a repertoire now of covers.
And how many songs in total do you think you play on the ukulele?
On the ukulele, about 9 or 10.
Really? Do you ever? And are you in any bands or anything, or?
Yeah. I drum for a band called Expecto Patronum.
I've heard of that. We'll have to have Expecto Patronum on the show at a later date.
Oh, yeah.
So, which do you, if you walk into your room and you had your guitar and your ukulele, which would you play it based on mood, or is it just you?
Yeah, it really is based on mood. I mean, sometimes I just decide there's songs I need to work on the ukulele that I haven't played in a while. I try to keep playing both those consistently as possible.
Do you practice every day?
Yes, absolutely.
And how often do you ever play out?
You mean?
Play gigs?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I play at the Gypsy Cafe. I've seen you play there.
Yeah, right. So, I guess what I'm saying is, what would you rather, go more further into? Probably ukulele, right?
Yeah, just because, I know everyone says this, but everyone's into guitar.
Yeah.
And ukulele is more of a niche.
Yeah, I have to say, I've never ever heard someone until I saw you play ukulele in that, coffee house type of thing. and you know, because I've seen both. You do a set of both guitar and ukulele. So we are almost out of time, but we are going to hear from Ben. And what are you planning on playing today?
I have two covers. The first one's called "And From What I Can Tell," and the second one is called "Silent Strings, Nylon Things."